Descartes was born March 31st, 1596, and died February 11th, 1650. He was born as a Frenchman, and he died in Sweden. Descartes was famous for being a philosopher, a mathematician, and a writer, and he's better known for being the father of modern philosophy.
In either 1606 or 1607 he entered the Jesuit college Royal Henry le Grand at La Flèche, where he was introduced to mathematics and physics, including Galileo's work. He studied to become a lawyer, and later on he added theology and medicine to his studies.
In 1618, Descartes was engaged in the army of Maurice of Nassau in the Dutch Republic. While in the service of the Duke Maximilian of Bavaria, Descartes was present at the Battle of the White Mountain outside Prague in November 1620.
Most of his philosophy is based in late Aristotelianism and late Stoicism from the 16th century. Descartes rejects the analysis of corporeal substance into matter and form, and he rejects any appeal to ends, divine or natural, in explaining natural phenomena. In his theology, he insists on the absolute freedom of God's acts of creation.
He is best known for the philosophical statement "Cogito ergo sum," in English, "I think, therefore I am."
He studied knowledge because in his time there was a lack of trust in reason. Reason had not been developed yet.
Rationalist philosopher, he got inspired with a mathematical model and he pretended to apply it to the domains of physics and metaphysics. To be able to reason, he used the questions what is it and who is it, to be able to find the absolute truth to everything.
René Descartes invented the rules of evidence. Number 1. Do not accept anything as to be true.
Number 2. Doubt is advantageous. Number 3. Anything you think is true has to pass through the doubt test.
Number 4. The hyperbolic characteristic of doubt means that we are going to doubt. And this can be divided into 2 points. Point A, which is always considering false that which we ever doubted, and B, considering absolutely false what is slightly doubtful.
Descartes used his rules of evidence in order to develop an accurate critical thinking. He also invented Cartesian dualism, which stated that the body was not equal to the mind. Some of Descartes' most important mathematical contributions were the Cartesian plane, which is what we use to plot points using the x, y, and z values. He also invented the convention of representing unknowns in equations by x, y, and z, and knowns by a, b, and c. Additionally, he pioneered the standard notation that uses superscripts to show the powers or exponents. For example, the 4 used in x to the 4 to indicate the squaring of squaring. He was the first to assign a fundamental place for algebra in our system of knowledge and believed that algebra was a method to automate or mechanize reasoning, particularly about abstract unknown quantities.
René Descartes was given credit for being known as the father of what we now know as analytical geometry. Analytical geometry is the bridge between algebra and geometry. Analytical geometry has also turned out to be crucial to the discovery of things such as infinitesimal calculus and analysis.
Some of the context happening at the time was that European mathematicians had previously viewed geometry as a fundamental form of mathematics. Also, Descartes lived through the Enlightenment era, which was when reason overcame religion.
Trichet-Bart had mathematical data describing motion of space. Joost Burgi invented logs, and Simon Stevin creates bases for decimal notion, whether rational or irrational.
De la fila, de la fila, los pichipay. Yo soy el caballo de tira, mejor conocido como Pi de la Anguila. Este es el estilo de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi de la Anguila, Pi de la Anguila. Este es el estilo de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi de la Anguila. Oye mami, ya tú sabes quién llegó, soy yo. Pi de la Anguila, el maestro arriba de los pichiboy. Este yo sé que soy muy rico, el del pago y la fama, el original es que no tiene copia. Yo soy el caballo de tira, mejor conocido como Pi de la Anguila. Yo soy el caballo de tira, mejor conocido como Pi de la Anguila. Este es el estilo de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi de la Anguila, Pi de la Anguila. Este es el estilo de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi de la Anguila, de Pi. Mami, ya tú sabes quién llegó, el flaquito rico, con DJ Jerry, con Frank, los Beachy Boys. Ya tú sabes que con nosotros la jugada está presta de calle récord. Robe dinero,